shoot, I said that you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said that you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. Oblivion. Elder Scrolls 4. We basically have Nate the Hate to thank or to vilify for the leak of the game, hopefully coming next month, which will coincide with one of the greatest years that Microsoft and Xbox has had, where I'm sure that they will win Publisher of the Year. Again, we're going to talk about Copilot. And now I'm not going to talk about a couple of things, but I'll save some secrets to the end of our wrap up, if you will. But if you saw me on Frontline Gaming Streams, you saw me today playing a couple of Game Pass drops, which was hilarious. And you saw me get a hellify win in Fortnite. Yeah, the kid is that good, and I really game like that. So go check that out. But if this is your first time finding this channel, please. I drop videos daily, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your new best friend. If you like Xbox content, industry content, but Xbox content with an Xbox twist, then hey, you found your new best friend. Hang out here. The chat is cool. And if you want to become a member to help keep this channel moving forward, we're doing great things this year. We're moving on our way to Tokyo. We're looking at Summer Game Fest. And you might see us at Gamescom. Things like this happen when you put in the work. But let's get into these titles. Oblivion. This game has been out forever and a day, but it can see new life as a PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and X remake that could be releasing in the Unreal Engine 5's new skin next month. The possibility of Oblivion remake from Bethesda being announced and released next month is gaining further traction as the original leaker, Nate the Hate, has issued an update to his claim. On Twitter, he suggests the current plan is for reveal and launch to take place in April. April seems like a huge month for Xbox in general. And as March seems to be a huge month as far as handhelds go and the future of Xbox, the thought process in Oblivion being released next month at the drop of a hat is absolutely insane. The gap between the reveal and release would be minimum. A shadow drop is possible, he adds. Now, the original story, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and X remake of Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion from Bethesda appears to be inevitable at this point. According to the leaker Nate the Hate and VGC, we won't have long to wait. The rumors surrounding the project from the earlier this year pointed towards the June 2025 launch to coincide with Microsoft's Xbox, really their showcase for the games for the year. Well, apparently they have so much titles, so many games that shadow dropping something like this is absolutely insane. With huge titles like Forza Horizon 5 confirmed for April, Indiana Jones is being rumored to be dropped in April. You have Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater rumors being released, soon. This is a part where the spoils of riches is overwhelming at Microsoft's cup as it runneth over. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, King, this is a date and date type of situation. And when is, this is a legacy title. This legacy title is a remake of a title that is beloved by many and all. And the title should be released day and date on every platform. But as an Xbox and Game Pass customer, you have privileges. That means they buy, you try. They have to open their wallet and cry while you walk in the door and your face is dry. You just pick up a controller. This is the differences that you have to understand. Your membership has privileges. You are a VIP client in a VIP space while other people aren't the same. Now, they may get a chance to play, but they can't do the things that you do. And I want you to always remember, at the end of the day, they will always be exactly who they are, and you will be who you are. They can have the game, but do they really? Sony is quietly and smartly expanding their reach with the PlayStation Portal. They just released a couple of did I say a couple? No. They released 120 new games. Well, not new games, but old games. PlayStation 1, PSP games, classics, and stuff like that into the catalog. With over 120 games included, now players can dive into the likes of Ape Escape, Tekken, Legend of Dragoon, and many more. It still remains in beta. The cloud streaming service is only available in 30 countries, though that does include the UK. As per the PlayStation blog, the service can be accessed in a host of countries. Now, it's unclear when it will release globally. And there's a lot of protocols that have to do with that. And I understand Sony's infrastructure, it was not built on right now. Like, this day and age, Microsoft is well equipped as a global leader to push streaming and cloud forward. Sony is looking, seeing, learning, and still is stuck basically physical while actually taking the foray into digital. So, again, I applaud their efforts. I told you the Portal wasn't a device that I truly wanted, but they're working very diligently on making the Portal a device that I'm kind of looking at now. To be honest with you, I can get one for like $130, and that's a spit in a bucket. That's a very good impulse buy for something that doesn't have anything native, and it allows me, once they told me I can play it without having to link up to my PlayStation 5, that enticed me more. Okay. Making the device independent from the box makes me more enticed. I want to know if you guys are enticed in any form or factor with this PlayStation Portal thing. Me personally, $130, that works. The fact that I don't need a PlayStation 5, that works. This thing has changed. And if you continue to watch the program, like I told y'all before, they're going to make stuff accessible. They're going to make stuff cheap. They're going to make stuff not reliant on the hardware, which is the PlayStation 5. I told you, hashtag no PlayStation 6 is real. And if you guys think that I'm joking, just continue to watch and see how everything goes. Why make costly hardware where you could put out devices that still get your software done, and selling your software is where you make the bulk of your money? Right now, they're needing that 30% or 20% from third-party developers to survive. But hopefully they can get it together. Now, I knew this for a while, and it has entered the beta stages. Copilot for Xbox, the personal assistant. Now, both console manufacturers, well, Microsoft and Xbox is so much more than just a regular console manufacturer. I really digress when I say it like that. I'm just giving it to you in simpler terms. One is truly just a basic, and one is a step above, right? And we know the basic is the PlayStation and Sony, and the step above is Xbox. But what Copilot is doing and what they're trying to get across to the gamer is an assistant. Now, remember the PlayStation had some things like called squares, and they kind of ditched that thing, and it really didn't take off. And you would call up the square to see if you got stuck in a spot, and then it was supposed to work well. But that didn't really work well. It was too many barriers. There was too many processes to do it. So what Microsoft did was they debuted Copilot, an assistant for the Xbox built as a gaming AI sidekick. And this sidekick will help you with assessing your gameplay, your style, what you're doing. How can you effectively get a whole lot better? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the background and I'm going to allow it to show you what it's able to do, how it's able to do it. With Jason Ronald and the team talking about this stuff, and they're going to show you real game scenarios. They're going to show you a couple of game scenarios in which this AI Copilot assistant is built for the Xbox, and you're going to get an idea of how this sidekick can work for you. You can change your voices on the sidekick. You can personalize it so how it works for you. And I think that is key going forward.
Xbox Copilot prepares you for the competition.
Oh no, Echo is taken already. What should I play now?
Echo's taken, but Cassidy would be a solid pick with this team. His mid-range hit scan and Mercy's damage boost will work great on Ilio's ruins. Plus, you've done great with him on this map before.
Xbox Copilot helps you during the downtime.
How did I die so fast?
You stayed in the fight too long after your teammates were down. Great picks with your ultimate, but diving straight into Ramatra was a death sentence. Next time, retreat to regroup with your team.
Xbox Copilot is there when you have questions.
Whoa, what just happened?
Sombra hacked you, disabling your abilities, then melted you with her machine pistol. To counter her, stay near Kiriko for a quick Suzu cleanse or move unpredictably to make hacking harder.
That Sombra is annoying me a lot. I think it's time to switch heroes.
Good call. Soldier 76 could work well here since you can pressure Sombra at range and self-heal to survive her engages. Stay with your team and keep an eye on flanks.
Okay, this is my first time playing Minecraft. What should I do first?
Start by punching a tree to collect wood.
Okay, I've got some tree wood. What do I do with that?
Craft the oak logs into wooden planks by opening your inventory and placing the logs in the crafting area.
Okay, I've got some planks.
Now, craft a crafting table by placing 4 wooden planks in a 2x2 square in the crafting area. Next, craft a wooden pickaxe by placing 3 wooden planks across the top row and 2 sticks in the middle column.
Oh wait, where's my crafting table?
Your crafting table is not in your inventory. You may need to craft a new one or find it at the previous location.
Can you tell me how to get to the previous location?
I can't provide directions, but you can try retracing your steps to where you placed the crafting table earlier.
Why can't you provide directions?
I can't provide directions because cheats are not enabled in your settings.
Okay, now I've got cheats enabled. Where do I find ores?
You last saw coal ore right next to you, but a few blocks lower.
So, if you have the Insider program, there will be a mobile Copilot app. You'll have the Insider app on Xbox, and users of the preview versions will be able to decide how and when they interact with Copilot, including whether or not it accesses their conversations history on Xbox. Listen, it's going to be very versatile. These things that they're working on right now is really to push more gamers and new gamers into the comfortability space. A lot of us tend to believe that everybody games on our level, and they truly don't. Everybody has their own tendencies, and not everybody is great at RPGs. Not everybody is great at fighting games. But if you had an AI that can help train you, can help teach you, could talk to you about what you did wrong here, how this can better help you here, these things is necessary for certain individuals. Now, if you're a gamer that doesn't need help, doesn't want help, then you don't have to have that feature. It's a feature that is an additive. It's like ketchup on your fries. Maybe you don't like ketchup on your fries. Maybe you like salt and pepper, right? Maybe that's the way you like it. Well, if you choose not to use the ketchup, fine. But as you can see from Minecraft, you can see from Overwatch, Overwatch 2, these games benefit greatly from having that intuitive AI that can help you jumpstart your gaming career and get you to a place in gaming where Copilot is that little sidekick, your Robin to your Batman, if you will. This thing is intriguing. Whereas I am opposed to AI, I see both companies looking at AI and seeing how their devices can be personalized to you. Now, I want you to imagine this. If you have Copilot on your phone and you're using your app, and before you can get to your device, you're talking to it and you're setting up some ideas on some stuff like that, and then you get to your device and it remembers what you talked about, and you guys are implementing whatever strategies that it is. Listen, I have a hard time with Baldur's Gate, and doing that, I might need a little bit help, and they can give me a better strategy on how I can get past certain areas in Baldur's Gate. So I just want to let you know that I'm totally on board with this aspect of it. I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Please let me know, because I honestly knew it was going to show up, and I told guys April and March are going to be huge months for the Xbox platform with all the AI features and stuff that is heading to Xbox. Now, I want to thank each and every last one of you for sticking with this video. Thursdays, my video is a little bit shorter because I do a lot of things on Thursdays, and I'm preparing for Fight Night Fridays. Now, listen, the handhelds. Now, I'm the one that broke the news and told you that Asus was going to be working with the handheld, and that would be the first handheld out the door. Now, I also told you I had more news. I saw somebody else break the news because they kind of figured that I was going to say it. Anyway, and, you know, MSI is working with, if you understand the claw, right? Lenovo is working with Microsoft. And you might see a Steam type of a machine that will be working with Microsoft. A lot of people will tell you that the PlayStation 6 will be this incredibly powerful machine. What I'm going to tell you is this. With Xbox's strategy and the way that their console is, there's no generations. Okay, so the generation thing is dead. What's going to happen is there's going to be hardware that's going to leverage the best tech in the market, no matter what tech is inside the hashtag no PlayStation 6. We're going to run it up on these bums. I'm going to keep the boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. No matter what tech is in that box, there will be an Xbox that will have greater tech than that. And I know you're saying, well, how is that possible, King? Well, the fact of the matter is this is a PC right now with greater tech than the PlayStation 6 thought of specs, right? No matter what the PlayStation 6 comes up with, there's a PC like the PC that I have right here that has greater specs than it, regardless. So there will be a device that's under the television that will be Xbox certified, that will be Xbox approved, that will have greater specs than whatever the PlayStation is. So you will be gaming at the highest with your Xbox. So there you are absolutely covered. Your library is covered between cloud streaming of your own games that you have, play anywhere, where cross play and cross progression is a key feature at Microsoft and Xbox. These things allow the Xbox consumer to actually be valued. And when it comes to Game Pass, it's second to none. All those games that you're looking for, wanting for, asking for, those games are afforded to you day and date with Game Pass Ultimate. Whereas you have access to your PC library, you have access to your console library. Your handheld will be a versatile piece of machine that will take all of this stuff. Epic Store, Steam Store is another store that is rumored to be in this device that will allow you to game how you want to game. What it's about is about putting the control back into the player's hand when you see stuff like Copilot and other little things that are allowing you as a player to be front and center in Microsoft's world. This stuff is changing the way we experience games, how games is brought to us, and how we as gamers take control. If you don't see a free open market where the walls are taken down, there's no barriers, you don't understand exactly what's happening. Now, I got a chance to see very quickly Stellar Blade being launched on the PC. And Stellar Blade being launched on the PC, it's an incredible piece of software that is unshackled from the base PlayStation 5 where it was locked off to. Now you get a chance to see a game in all its glory running with true DLSS, with real ray tracing, with all the bells and whistles, running up to 300 and some odd frames per second, unshackled from the confines of exclusivity to a box that is not capable of delivering the upper end of gaming, where Microsoft will see that vision and allow you to actually do that. You purchase that game on Steam, and if Steam is on that Xbox device, well, you'll be playing that game at that fidelity on your box. This is how I explain to you. Big bank eats little bank. I want to tell you something too. A lot of you guys like to sit here and say the generation leader, right? The generation leader is not PlayStation. If you want to go through console sales, then you're going to have to go through Nintendo. If you want to go through software sales, then you're probably still going to have to go through Nintendo. But if you want to go through monthly active users, Microsoft has over 530 something million monthly active users, while the PlayStation has 120 something. Listen, wrap your head around the truth. The world is passing these guys by that are reliant on third-party deals and third-party software to keep their machine afloat. When a year where you don't know what they're making and how they're making games, and they have to hold on to titles like Death Stranding, hey, have fun with that. That's a cool thing, but that game would be available at some point in time on the PC and on Xbox, and we will have at it just like that. The problem is the world is shrinking around you, and Xbox is ever expanding. When you hear about them being in talks with Ubisoft to further bolster their IP catalog, Sony is nowhere in these talks. You have to understand there's a difference between $1 trillion company, $3 trillion company and $1 billion company. And Microsoft is showing that difference. But if you liked anything that you saw here, thank you. Please like, follow, share it out. And also know, today, I was doing what I say I do. I don't sit there and talk it Unlike a lot of you YouTubers that you like, I do it. I make it happen. I play them games. Go to Frontline Gaming Streams. You can see the king playing what he like to do. I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around it. You thought it was that chain, but I'm going to show you where the chain is. And the chain is over here. And I'm going to tell you, try to play the Game Pass.